So 10 years ago, a little girl was able to adopt a dog for the very first time. And the first time she laid eyes on this dog, she knew that this dog had found a forever home. Two trips later to the animal shelter, she brought home 2 kittens. And growing up with these 3 animals really helped her just have a passion for animals, not just for her own animals, but animals everywhere. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to present to you how a passion has developed into an idea for a business that can benefit, profitable business that can benefit the residents and the community of Fayette County. Our mission at Paws and Claws Pet Ranch is just to keep pets clean, happy, and healthy while they're staying here at the boarding facility while their owners are away. And we provide a friendly environment so that the pets can feel welcome and comfortable, because we know that pets often feel out of place when they're not in home. It is a pet boarding facility. We accommodate both cats and dogs, which is unique because a lot of pet boarding facilities only accommodate dogs. It's home run. We have a 24-stall horse barn already built with air conditioning and heating. We will renovate this into a 24 kennel dog and cat facility, accommodating 24 dogs and 5 cats. We have a big convenience factor which will benefit will set us apart from competition. We are located right off Interstate 85, which is convenient to the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where families can drop off their pets before traveling. Although it's off the highway, it's also secluded and natural, surrounded by 18 acres of land, and which is a safe place for all pets to stay. We have approximately 14,000 potential customers, factoring in the entire population of Fayette County. We have an increasing target market, which has increased from 63 million in the U.S. It's increased from 64 million to 73 million pet owners in just the last 5 years. Also, pet spending has increased tremendously. People love their pets. They're willing to spend money on their family members. The average paying customer will be around 40 years old, and this is usually the mom or dad of the household paying. The average income is around $95,000. That's factoring in Tyrone and Peachtree City. And we have to keep in mind that traveling families also earn on average more than non-travelers. Our market strategies will have online and on-site touring options. They can go onto our website, look at the facilities. We'll run advertisements in the newspapers, which will keep our marketing strategies cost-effective, low prices. We'll be in contact with the veterinarian hospitals, which is really convenient because a lot of the time the veterinarian customers really trust their veterinarians with their animals. Also, we'll have business cards and loyalty programs to help returning customers. We'll be involved in the community to show outreach in the community. For example, in Tyrone, there's a Paws for Purpose charity dog walk and 5K9 run, which all the employees of Paws and Claws will be required to participate in, showing our support for the community and all of the dogs in it, all of the animals in it. To also keep our costs low on our marketing, we'll utilize technology such as specific website and email address, and also using social media outlets such as Instagram for sending out pictures and alerts, and Facebook to appeal to our older demographics, and Twitter to appeal to our younger demographics. Our organizational plan will have part-time employees, which will have no benefits, which will decrease the cost for the management of Paws and Claws. We'll hire 10 staff members, but we'll only have 2 or 3 on staff at each time. This will allow for a flexible schedule with each employee. They'll be receiving $10 an hour, working about 30 hours a week, depending on the occupancy at the kennel. We'll have a management team, which will only include myself for the beginning. That janitorial work will include cleaning, making sure we'll have a healthy environment at the facilities, feeding, self-explanatory, where we go feed, make sure we're on schedule with all the feeding. Grooming, our trained groomers will groom and do any special grooming that the pet owners asked for. And exercising is including taking the pets outside, just releasing them into our fenced-in area so they can stretch their legs and stay happy and healthy. For our financial needs, I apologize. I think on my executive summary that's printed, I didn't change it from $20,000 to $15,000 loan, so I apologize for that confusion. But we're only going to borrow $15,000, which will be paid off within 2 years. So our total initial capital that we'll be starting with is $30,000, and our total startup cost is $25,034, which will decrease in the next 2 years because of renovation will already be done and appliances will already be bought. For our annual net sales for the starting year, we're going to start with $179,000, but our net income is only going to be about $28,389, which is 16% of our annual net sales, and on average for dog boarding facilities, it is about 16.1%, so we're right in that range. The operating expenses, they only go down a few $100s after the first year, just because we want to do extra advertising the first year to really get our name out there. Here's just a quick monthly breakdown of the payroll expenses, so you can see in the summer months we're going to be paying more because we expect to have more customers, more occupancy because of traveling. The months that have a higher wage is I've factored in school breaks, such as winter breaks, Christmas breaks, where families are often traveling. And our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats we stress our convenient factor because we're really located right on the way to the airport for much of Fayette County. Also, we do have a community relationship. We'll really get our name out, outreaching in the community. Also, our employee to pet ratio is higher than average. We have a 1 to 10 employee ratio instead of 1 to 15, which is required or recommended. We accommodate both cats and dogs. We have adequate finances. We're not going into, based on our plan, we're not going to have any net loss except for the very first month of our business. Also, our opportunities include our community events that we can go to, and we have limited competition. This would be the only pet boarding facility in all of North Fayette County. Most of them are in Peachtree City directly, and this is the only one that would have a direct Tyrone address. We also have opportunities to add kennels. We're only using 5 acres right now of our land to enclose in for free space, but we have 18 acres available, so we can always build, add on. And the growth in pet spending of our residents really helps us there too. Our weaknesses, we know that it's not a necessity in life to go and board your pets if you want to travel, so we have to really stress our community relationships and that pets are welcome here. It is pricier than some pet boarders. However, after being able to run for a few years and add on kennels, we will look at reducing these prices. Our threats, because it's not a necessity, we're vulnerable to recession where families don't travel as often, and we at times could have an unmotivated staff because we only have part-time employees and they don't receive benefits. And we have to be aware of our pet temperaments and adapting to each pet. However, Paws and Claws is great for every pet in Fayette County, and we really stress that it's just benefits to the entire community of Fayette County, and I have a passion for pets, and I'm glad to be able to make a business out of what I love. Thank you.